Hi, and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be part 2 of my previous video, which is little known facts or symptoms about pregnancy. So if you haven't watched that video, I'll include the link below so you can watch that. So let's get started with part 2. Okay, so the first one I have for today is frequent urination. Now that's not really a little known symptom. That's kind of like most people hear about that. But I mention it because I feel like it's super important and it's something that really happens throughout the whole entire pregnancy. In the beginning of your pregnancy, it happens due to hormones. Like almost everything can be linked to hormones during pregnancy, but it's caused by hormones in the beginning of your pregnancy. And then at the end of pregnancy, of course, it's caused by the growing baby, you know, just weighing heavier on your bladder. And that can cause the need to go to the bathroom often. So I feel like frequent urination is one of those things that comes with pregnancy. It's part of the territory. So it's just one of those things that no woman can get by. If you're pregnant, expect that symptom. My next one, a little known fact, is cravings can indicate a lack of nutrients. So sometimes you hear about women like craving things that are not food. So like maybe ice, or maybe like clay or dirt. What's some other ones that I've heard? Just stuff that's not food items or starch or whatever. And that's actually called pica, and that's a whole separate thing than what I'm talking about right now. I can make another video based on that. But this, what I'm talking about, is like craving food items. So say like if you're craving, if you're craving a certain kind of meat, or a certain kind of, maybe something that you don't eat that often, it could mean that you're lacking nutrients. I know for me, for my first pregnancy, I was vegetarian, and I don't think I had any kind of weird cravings at that time. For my second pregnancy, it was hard to keep anything down. And so I remember I was just like throwing up constantly. And my brother had ordered chicken wings, and I was still vegetarian at this point, but I was like, look, I'm going to try it. If the baby likes it and it stays down, then maybe I'll eat meat. And so the baby did like it. So I became, you know, a meat eater from that point on. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes that craving could mean that your body needs an extra nutrient or that it's lacking something. And also for my third pregnancy, even now, sometimes I just crave a burger. Like I just feel like I really need a burger. Maybe like 2 times a month or something like that. And I think that's due to like B12 being low. So your B vitamins. So just check that. Keep those kind of things in mind. Of course, if you're taking your prenatals, then that will help to give you like a security blanket on nutrients. But cravings could mean that you're missing something in your diet. So if you have a craving and it keeps coming, I would say don't deny that craving. You know, just satisfy it and see what happens. Usually it means that you need it, that your body's missing it. Okay, so my next pregnancy symptom is carpal tunnel can be caused by pregnancy. Now, I haven't experienced that myself personally, but I've heard of other ladies having carpal tunnel like in their hands. Like, I don't know what it is about pregnancy. It just, it made them have carpal tunnel, and they had to wear one of those braces on their hands, and it didn't go away until they delivered. So it wasn't something that was like ongoing, but it was definitely a pregnancy induced symptom. It's just something that could happen if you're pregnant. Not every woman experiences carpal tunnel. This is a fun one. Your hair can appear shinier and thicker in its volume and fullness. And that's due because when you're pregnant, your body kind of slows down the shedding of your hair when you're pregnant. So that's one of the reasons why you can have it, your hair will appear thicker and fuller. And of course, on the flip side, once you give birth, then all the shed hair that would normally come out during those 9 months now comes out. So that's a whole nother issue, but that's a postpartum issue, and I will do some videos on postpartum as well. Okay, so another uncommon pregnancy symptom is that your vision can change. Actually, your vision can change and the shape of your eyeballs can change. And that's also due to hormones as well. And it does normally go back after birth. For me, I normally wear contacts, but for my third pregnancy, I wasn't able to wear contacts. I had to wear glasses. Every time I wore contacts, my eyes would get really dry, and I would get a massive headache, like a migraine, for the whole rest of the day, like even after I had taken them out. So for me, my vision did change. I had to get glasses, and I believe my prescription changed a little bit as well. I haven't been back to the eye doctor since giving birth, so I don't know if it's going back to normal. Hopefully so. Hopefully I can wear contacts again, but that is definitely another uncommon symptom of pregnancy as well. So another one is based on skin. So there's like 3 I like to mention: skin sensitivity, skin tags, and skin rashes. So just because of all of the extra blood, your skin can be super sensitive, and if you're fairer skinned, you can be more prone to getting a sunburn. So be careful if you're going out to the beach, or if you're going out for a walk. Make sure you put on your sunscreen lotion and a hat if you can, to protect your skin. And it's sensitive. Your skin is a little bit more sensitive to touch. And skin tags are like those little black moles that kind of stick out from your skin. For me, I got skin tags for all my pregnancies, and mostly saw them on like my neck area, in the back of my neck. That's where I got my skin tags. Some of them went away, but some of them didn't. So that's one of those things that you just never know. They may stay forever, but I did see an increase of skin tags while I was pregnant. And then skin rashes, it's just weird. Your skin can break out for no reason at all. Like I was saying before, like products that you use, lotions, soaps, or whatever, they can have a different effect on your skin while you're pregnant. So for I just feel like for my last child, I had so many new symptoms that I didn't have before. But for my last child, I had this rash on my hand. I remember showing it to my mom. I'm like, what is this? I haven't eaten anything different. I haven't changed anything. And I would really see it when it was like hot outside, and I was like, maybe like overheated. I would see it a little bit more, and it was itchy. It was on both of my hands, but it was more so on this hand. It was the worst. And I can include a picture if I can find one. But it was this rash on my hands that just wouldn't go away. I noticed it probably like 3 months into my pregnancy, and I had it, and now it's gone, completely gone. There's no rash there or anything, but it was like spots of bumps, raised bumps on my hands that were super itchy. And yeah, it's just one of those things that can be caused by pregnancy. So my next symptom is you can sweat more, and that's due to a lot of things. It's due to the extra weight you may be carrying, and it's due to just your body working overtime. Like when you're pregnant, it's different than normal, like your normal way that you would live, and the normal way that you would that your body functions based on energy. So you're burning more calories at rest. You're definitely burning more calories if you're exercising. So because of all that extra energy for you and for the baby, you may sweat more, as a byproduct of it. So that definitely happens. So just make sure you're maintaining your fluid levels and drinking lots and lots of water, because that will definitely help to keep you hydrated and to keep your body temperature down as much as you can. And so the next weird symptom that I have is insomnia. Insomnia is it can be caused by a couple of things. For me, I had insomnia really bad my last trimester. Like it was hard to sleep. A lot of people say, sleep now before the baby gets here, because when the baby gets here, you won't be able to sleep. But for me personally, I couldn't sleep pretty much my whole last trimester. It was just like between going to the bathroom at night and I don't know, like just staying up. I couldn't sleep. So that's one thing that could happen. So if you are up, maybe do something productive like read, or just something quiet to try to help encourage sleep. But it is something that happens, and if you are going to the bathroom throughout the night so frequently, it's kind of hard to get into a deep sleep, because you have to go to the bathroom, then you have to wake up, go to the bathroom, come back, try to go to sleep. So that is hard. But yeah, insomnia is definitely a real symptom of pregnancy that no one hardly ever talks about. And so my next one on that form also is vivid dreams. So I don't know if any of you have like dreams that you remember when you wake up. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But when I'm pregnant, not that I remember every dream, but when I do remember a dream, I can remember every detail. Like I can remember the color, I can remember exactly what happened. And it's just usually always, it's usually always very like graphic. So I remember I used to watch like scary movies before I went to bed, but I had to stop completely while I was pregnant, because all of the scary movies that I had seen before I went to bed, ended up in my dreams every single time. And I was like, I can't watch any more scary movies before I go to sleep because I know I'm going to dream about this. So they're super vivid. Like, you can remember them when you wake up, and it's like scary. Oh, if it's a scary dream, it's scary. So I definitely have really vivid graphic dreams caused by pregnancy, and I don't know why that happens, but that happened to me. So my next one is you have your anatomy scan at 20 weeks. If you're having a healthy pregnancy, this may be the only ultrasound that you get. And if you're someone that's high risk, you may have had some ultrasounds before, and you may have some ultrasounds after. But for a normal healthy pregnancy, this may be your first and only ultrasound. This is also when they can test for, or when they can check for the gender. But during this ultrasound, it's really long. I would say at least 30 minutes to an hour. So plan on being at the doctor. For me, it was maternal fetal medicine at the hospital. Plan on being there for a while. Bring a snack, bring some water. And so they check for all the bone structures of the baby. They check for all the organs of the baby. They check gender if you want them to. If you don't want them to, then they won't even tell you. Sometimes they don't even check. Sometimes they do check. It just really depends on whoever is doing your ultrasound. And then they will check for the growth of the baby. So just making sure that the baby's growing on track for 20 weeks. So if that is your only ultrasound, that's something to look forward to. They even have like the 3D now ultrasounds where you can actually see like the whole baby's face with the flesh and everything. So that's really cool. I've had one of those, so that was fun. And that actually was done at the same place where I had my regular ultrasound. So that was cool. But that's something to look forward to, your 20-week anatomy scan. And they go over everything. They show you everything. If you have questions, it's definitely the time to ask them, like as far as growth and anything like that. And that's something cool to look forward to, especially if that's going to be your only ultrasound. So my next little known fact about pregnancy is you start producing colostrum during your third trimester, late second trimester, third trimester. And colostrum is the first milk that you get. It's not really like breast milk yet. It's like the yellow thick substance that the baby will get once they're born, those first few days before your full milk comes in. It's just a little bit of pre-milk really, and they call it the liquid gold. So you start producing that in your third trimester. Some women can actually see leakage at this time. Some women don't. I don't think I really experienced leakage while I was pregnant. But every woman, if you're pregnant, you will begin producing colostrum, and that's just enough that the baby needs in the first few days of life until your milk comes in. And then my last one for this one is that your baby can hear your voice in utero. So if you're the mom, the baby can hear your voice, the baby knows your voice. By the time the baby comes out, you're already connected and bonded with that baby as far as, you know, your voice, your smell, things like that. So if you are pregnant, or if you're the partner of someone who's pregnant, talk to your baby, read to your baby, sing to your baby. The baby will recognize you, and then it's just another fun way to build the bond, or work on building a bond while you're still pregnant before the baby even comes out. Just do little fun things. Talk to your baby, tell the baby how your day was going. Rub your belly, talk to your belly. Just connect that way. It's another fun thing to do. The baby can hear about probably around that 20-week mark as well. So definitely capitalize on that. And that's all I have for today. There are additional facts or symptoms about pregnancy that's not included in this video. Of course, it's not inclusive, but I will link below a website that has like way more facts, like 100 facts. And it's fun to just look them over and read and see where you identify. Maybe this happened to you, maybe this happened to someone you know. And just remember to enjoy the journey. And that's all I have for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.